What's going on, Angelo family? In today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 greatest personal finance lessons that really changed my life. Those of you curious, I'm a UCLA MBA as well as a Google Meta PM who's worked heavily on the business side of things. And I want to do a video on the 3 biggest, greatest lessons that's really changed my life for the better. Most of us, we kind of come into the world with life without any real financial knowledge or kind of idea of how the world works from the finance perspective side of things, right? We go through school, we get a job, and we just kind of learn whatever our major is. We learn everything about, say, if you're a biology major, about human biology, you learn finance, you learn about just basic financial principles, or even as a kind of a major in, say, like chemistry, you learn about chemistry, right? A lot of times, like business, finance, personal finance especially, isn't really taught to you. And you kind of just got to figure things out on your own. So many of us, we come out of college, come out of school with so much debt, and then we don't understand that this money needs to be paid off. It's going to generate interest, accumulate interest over time, and we're actually going to be screwed if we don't do anything about it. So this video is about basically the biggest 3 personal finance lessons I've learned and has changed my life. And most of this wasn't taught at school. It was just really found based on me going on YouTube, learning everything, and just figuring everything out. So here's my first lesson, really. My first lesson for me was just to pay off all your debt, right? So going to UCLA I was very fortunate that it was a UC school, so a lot of it was kind of state tuition. So it's a little cheaper than going to a private college, private university. But one thing you don't really realize is that it's actually still very expensive. I think for undergrad, it's around like $30K a year, right? Times 4, you had $120,000 a year in student loans. And then you go to grad school, and in grad school, I think it was like another, $120,000. So you're almost at $250,000 in student loans and student debt just going to school. And this is for people who are just kind of doing a normal master's and an undergrad program. And then you got to keep in mind too, it's like just because you're paying for tuition doesn't mean there's other expenses not associated with it, right? You're still going to have your living expenses, right? Your rent, you're still going to have the food you buy, you're still going to have the money you spend going out with friends and just kind of enjoying life in college. And it's extremely expensive just to be alive, especially now, like inflation is huge. We're just kind of coming out of everything and things just get more and more expensive, and people's salaries are just still kind of like that $15 minimum per hour. And it's very, very expensive to be alive. So for me, undergraduate, right, as well as kind of like grad school, I think total almost $300,000. It was kind of insane, right? And I'm still kind of in school right now, which is insane, right? However, I realized and saw how much and how money worked, right? Many times we're told to get a loan from FAFSA, right? A student loan. You don't really realize, okay, I don't need to pay for the student loan until I get out of college. And then we see that student loan has accumulated so much interest over the 4 years we're in school. And then you have more loan coming in from like grad school. And that loan kind of compounds over the loan from undergrad. And you see that you have so much debt associated with your name. And it becomes kind of overwhelming in the fact that, hey, the minimum payment, especially I've seen friends who are in medical school, the minimum payment is around $2,000 or $3,000 a month just to hit the minimum payment for their student loan. And you're just kind of like left like, what the heck? How the heck are you supposed to pay this off, right? Most jobs after tax, right? If you're lucky, you're getting like $4,000 or $5,000 a month after tax, right? That's not to count in all your living expenses associated with basically what you still have to pay, right? So you're gonna have so much debt getting out of school. And this isn't something that's taught to us, right? We get the FAFSA loan, we kind of spend on tuition, books, whatever it may be, and we kind of just blow it really quickly, not realizing that after school, oh man, I still have to pay off this loan. Oh man, there's still gonna be a cost associated with this.